Hi guys, Chris here from the Pissing Frog Brewery, no longer in South Yorkshire. Right, remember there was 4 beers that I did last week, that I reviewed last week? I'm going to do a quick précis, well I'm going to try and do a quick précis of them, a quick overview. The exercise was to get 4 beers, which I did. It wasn't set by anybody except myself. Pick up 4 beers from my favourite bottle shop and do a review of them. So we've got 4 330ml bottles, each differing in ABV from 6.7 to 9.2. So they were at the higher end. There was only one that was markedly different in the 4, and that was the 3rd beer, the Skull Splitter. So first off, we had the Windswept Tornado single hopped with Citra from the Windswept Brewery in Lossiemouth in Scotland. That weighed in at 6.7, so that was our baby. That was the bottom. The Citra hop, as I said, pale and wheat malts. You could taste the biscuitiness from the pale malt. It was all about the hop. There was a nice hop aroma from this, and it was well balanced because you could smell the malt as well. Okay, good colour, a dark copper stroke amber, a loose head on that, excellent clarity as you would expect with most commercially produced beers, unless you fuck them up like I did with the Firebrand when I poured the dregs from the bottom. Okay, it's a nice bitter orange taste coming off that one, and a sticky mouthfeel that I really liked. It was quite sweet, sticky mouthfeel. The next was the Firebrand, as I've already mentioned, the double IPA from them, from Bodmin in Cornwall. This was hopped with several, I think it might have been 5 actually, maybe 6 different hop varieties, mainly from the US and from New Zealand. Pale in colour, a dark straw. This was 7.5%, I might have already mentioned that. There was malt in the aroma on this as well, in the glass. A good initial bitterness. And then something seemed to happen, and it just seemed to, the distinctiveness seemed to mellow and blend. There was no discernible alcohol burn. It was very, very deceptive. You would think that you weren't drinking a 7.5% beer, something a lot lower in ABV. Good balance and finish. Excuse me. Now, as I recall, this beer was slightly an enigma for me. There was a slight confusion, I think. Not confusion as in a negative way, but the hops married so well that there was nothing you could pick out individually. Nothing was more forward than the other. They just all amalgamated really, really well to carry this one bitterness through. Good flavour, nice beer, as was the previous. Next in line was the Skull Splitter from the Orkney Brewery at 8.5%. Now this was the one that was different. It was a dark beer. Mahogany in colour, malt forward, all about the malt. A little bit of bitterness at the back end of the mouth, but the sweetness that came through was glorious. It really was nice. I know it was a shorter video than the rest of them, but I was getting towards feeling, these were all done in quite quick succession as well, I might add. So I was starting to feel the hit. The flavour was stone fruits, molasses, treacle, figs, those sorts of things, those prunes, plums in there, dark plums, a chewy, creamy toffee taste on that. And as I said, a lot of sweetness carried through on that mouth. Again, a good beer, but one more for darker nights in my opinion. Some people prefer to drink them like that, some people prefer to drink them any time of the year. I'm a sort of like darker nights man for that, in that respect. And finally, last but not least, the Brewdog Hardcore IPA. This was the daddy of the bunch. This was 9.2%. It's a good job it was only a 330ml bottle. It's easy for you to say. Floral, citrus, tropical aromas carried through on opening the bottle. And it brought with it a bitterness as well. On the aroma, you could actually smell that bitterness. Like the, I don't know, like the rind, the skin from an orange, something like that. If you bite into that, or the pith of an orange, that bitterness, you could smell that. This was a toffee, caramelly colour, dark copper in colour. There was a little alcohol warming, sorry, I've not got fleas, honest. A little alcohol warming with this beer, but nice, and nice warming. It wasn't harsh, it was nice, it was a pleasant warming. In a way, you could drink this on those darker nights because of the warming effect of the alcohol. So, as well as those floral, citrus, tropical aromas, we'd also got orangey, tangerine bitterness on that mouth, along with toffee and the other citrus fruits. A good balance of aroma and taste, and a good hop malt balance. All four excellent beers in their own right. All four, I don't think had any downfalls, had any pitfalls for anyone. If you've enjoyed what I've done, why don't you go out and try it yourselves and do the same thing? Pick 4 beers and do 4 back-to-back reviews with them. Obviously you're going to need to clean your palate because these were all big in hop, apart from the Skull Splitter, but that was big in the malt. So, you know, anyway, I'm going to wrap this up now. We're at 7.5 minutes just gone. Thanks for watching if you have watched it. I do appreciate all your viewage and all your comments as well. Please, if you've got any comments on this video, down below, put a comment. I'll try and answer it, or I will answer it. I've done 1 for 1 so far. And we'll see you all on the next video, hopefully. I've been Chris Frog from the Pissing Frog Brewery. You've all been awesome and thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. I am humbled at the number of people that have subscribed and that have watched. Not just these 5 videos, but the ones prior to that. I'm going to catch you all on the flip side. Bye for now.